রিভার্ড স্বামী বিধিহারানন্দজি, অধ্যক্ষ চণ্ডীগড় রামকৃষ্ণ মিশন। My sincere pranam to Revered Swami Guru Kripanandaji, all the respected Brahmachari Maharaj, my sincere pranam to them also, and my best wishes to all of you. So Swamiji, he already spoke about me, and even Swamiji, when he was in Hyderabad Ramakrishna Math, he visited our institution in the year of 2009. It was a proud moment for us. So I am coming from Murshidabad district. It is one of the poorest district across the country. It is one of the border district in the state of West Bengal. It covers Bangladesh, our nearest country. So today I am going to share my own story. So when I was a student like you, when I was in 5th standard, actually my father, though he was a school dropout, but he always believed that proper education is man's true religion. So he admitted me 10 kilometers far away school. And after returning from my school, I saw the children like my age. They are unable to attend school. Better to say, they were working in the fields, grazing cattle. Girls, there was strong reservation to send school. Even people were not interested about education. So I felt sorry for them. Actually, I was fortunate enough. Actually, I am also coming from a very modest background, but because of my father, I was able to get education. So what I did, after returning from my 10 kilometer far away school, I collected 8 children who are unable to attend school, include my own sister, and started teaching under a guava tree in our family backyard. Sorry. So the two things came in my mind, that is love and realization. If you ask me what is love, that was love to teach others. And second thing was realization. I realized that because of my father, I am able to get education, but if I can do something for others. So these two things helped me to start my mission. Now I am going to share you 3 interesting stories in my initial journey. Morning, Swamiji was asking me that what is the name of your school. So right now in our state, academic session is January to December, but when I was a student, that time our academic session was May to April. So after my 5th standard annual examination, I decided to inaugurate my school. Before that, I am going to share little bit that my mother, she was the first person who came forward to support me. Initially, my father, he had an ambition to see me as an IAS officer. So he thought that if I can share my own lessons with others, maybe my own education is going to be hampered. So literally he wanted me not to continue this work. But what I did, I gathered those children at a nearby village jungle. Again my father came to know that I am doing the same thing. So one day he asked a retired degree college principal. He was very close to my father, that my son is doing this work. You know that I have an ambition for him. He is not listening me. So what I should do? So that retired degree college principal, his reply was, your son is doing a good work, and if he can do good for the society, God will help him, and you please allow him. So I was fortunate enough, because since my childhood I had the complete support from my family members. So then after my 5th standard annual examination, I decided to inaugurate my school. So we fixed a date in the month of April 2003. So 19th October 2002 we started. So I collected sari from my mother and the village woman, made a canopy and hired a microphone like this, and asked that retired degree college principal to inaugurate our school. So he did that. And later I asked him that every school has a name, so what should be the name for our institution? So throughout his observation in our school, students are taking their classes in joyful atmosphere. So he suggested that your school name should be Anando Shiksha Niketan, the home of joyful learning. Now the second story, how I came to know about Ramakrishna Mission, how Swami Vivekananda became my inspiration. So the local Ramakrishna Mission, that is 3 kilometers from our home. So when I was in 5th standard, I appeared for admission test. And not only that, when I was in primary school, Ramakrishna Mission came forward to provide us school uniform that time. It came from Purulia Ramakrishna Mission. And when we were affected by flood in the year of 2000, Ramakrishna Mission is the first organization who came forward for relief. So I thought that if I can meet with the monk of Ramakrishna Mission, maybe they can also help us. So I, along with our 8 students, met with the then headmaster monk, headmaster of Sadgasi Ramakrishna Mission, Swami Gyanalokanandaji, and I mentioned about my work, and obviously he was amazed and surprised that how can a child run an institution, but he promised me that at first I want to visit your school and definitely I will help you. So he asked me that what is your expectation from my side? So my answer was, Swamiji, when I was in primary school, you provided us a school uniform, so and the books. If you can provide the same for these children. So next day he came, and till now he is helping me. But that day he gave me a book of Swami Vivekananda. It was in Bengali. It was called Shabar Swamiji for All, and along with that book he gave me a book of different messages of Swami Vivekananda related to children, and advised me to read that book at least 5 minutes in a day. So from that book, I have gone through those books, and since my childhood itself, Swami Vivekananda's message inspired me a lot, and he became my inspiration. So I am going to share more stories. So you know that every day in my school I was asking for broken chalk from my school teacher. So now the Teachers' Day is coming on 5th of September. That's why I am going to share this story. So I was in 6th standard. Every day I was asking for broken chalk from my school teacher. So out of curiosity, she asked my classmates that why he is asking for broken chalks every day. Is he writing something in the blackboard or school premises? So my classmates, their answer was, no madam, he is using those broken chalks and he is teaching the village children. He established a school there and he was very happy and came forward a full box of chalk. So you see, in my journey there was lots of stories are there. There was the encouragement, discouragement, everything were there. I had to suffer much, struggle much, but I did not give up hope. So I hoped against hope, and I fought tooth and nail to combat all the adversities. So there are lots of problems I have faced. I am not going to mention all these. Only the positivity can change our mindset. So you know that the place where I am from, it was not so easy to bring the children in the field of education. Actually, when we pursued to the parents to send their children at our school, the first question I was asked that how education will be important, even who cannot afford 2 squares a meal in a day. And there was a strong reservation for girls' education. There was a religious biasness. On the other hand, lots of problems were there. But I ignored all the criticism and went ahead with my determination and dedication. And this year this October I am going to complete my 22 years of journey, and more than 8,000 students have received completely free education from our institution. As I already mentioned you that there was difficulties for girls education, and nowadays 60% of the students are girls, and among them 6 of our former students after their post graduation and B.Ed, they came back as the teacher at our institution. So in my journey, now I am journeying, as I believe that education is not only the bookish knowledge, not only the pack of information, but it is human making. So you all the students are very fortunate enough, you are lucky enough that you are associated with this great institution. You are getting human excellence, value-based education, and man-making education that Swamiji wanted. So in that remote area also we are trying to bring, giving man-making education who can positively impact our society. So one particular message from Swami Vivekananda that always inspired me a lot, that is, go on bravely, do not expect success in a day or year, always hold on to the highest, be steady, avoid jealousy and selfishness, be obedient, be eternally faithful to the cause of truth, humanity and your country, and you will move the world. So now, whatever I have done since my childhood to till date, the Swamiji's blessings always give me the strength and encouragement. There are numerous stories out there, but I only can say that I always try to follow his footprints, and from him I have learned the better we become, the greater our country will be. So, dear students, so now I am convinced that nothing can stand against firm determination, firm conviction and firm will. The only things you should have into your heart are courage, purity, honesty and above all, love. So as you all know that love can conquer everything. I also started my speech, even my work, with the call love. So actually I heard the call of love in the core of my heart, and I proceed and ultimately succeed. I think we must have the motto, we must do something extraordinary in this whole human life. We must leave a mark on the soil in this earth. This particular sentence, we must leave a mark on that. Swamiji, I read this message from Swami Vivekananda, and it inspired me a lot. So, I am the national ideals of India are renunciation and service, but somehow nowadays many materialistic outlook and many things destroyed our mindset. So we should be bold, we should follow our passion with patience, love, determination, dedication. These things are nothing new. Most important thing is we need to realize and we need to implement in our life. What Swamiji has said that time, that we need to bring thousands of youths who can work like a lion. And his one particular message: educate and raise the masses, and thus alone nation is possible. So inspired by this message, nowadays my dream is education for all with equal opportunity. So, but this only orally, this is not only possible. If the peoples like you, if the younger generation like you can come forward for the children who still need education as well as quality education, human excellence, then only it is possible. So we always can remember Swamiji's message: arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. So I am going to conclude with these two lines from Robert Frost, and these two lines should be embossed on the tablet of our mind. That is, miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. May Swamiji bless us all, and definitely His blessings is always with us. Now we can follow our passion with patience, love, and determination. So thank you, Swamiji, for your continuous support and blessings to me. And because of the, I means, blessings of Ramakrishna Mission, I means, well, for me, I reach up to this because otherwise, to maintain all these things, it was not so easy from that place. So thank you for everything, and thank you, Swamiji, for this opportunity, and my best wishes to all of you. May God bless you all. Namaskar.